Hello folks, today I'm just trying to do a very quick video about this problem, auxiliary battery malfunction. If you have this on your dashboard, it's quite a simple error to fix. Actually, you can keep driving the car, but I recommend to get it fixed as soon as possible. The auxiliary battery is actually not a battery, it's actually a capacitor, looks like this. And it's located under the passenger footwell area. I'll come back in a second into that. So if you have a device or computer that you can check the errors in the car, you will have an error message in the ignition, and it's saying the buffer battery of the electronic ignition switch AEC is faulty. A general electrical fault exists. You won't be able to clear it. If you clear it, it comes back. Another way how to actually check what's wrong, if you go to live data, you can measure the voltages, and the voltage of the battery is 0, so the capacitor is pretty much dead. If you do not have a diagnostic device, the way how to check this out is basically just go under in this area, obviously remove the upper part, the carpet here on the side, and the capacitor is basically located in this section. This is how it goes. It's just one screw, and it's connector that goes into it. It has 3 cables. Quite easy to identify. The brown one is your ground, so you double check if your ground is correctly, if the cable is basically not broken anywhere. The middle cable is a red one. That one's supposed to give you plus 12 volts of full voltage when the car is on, when the engine is running. If the engine is not running, there is no voltage at all. That red cable is going to your trunk in the fuse. I'll show you which one is that now. And the fuse is this one. So the second one from the left is temp and fuse. That's where the red cable is ending up. So whenever the car is running, there's supposed to be plus 12 volts going into that unit. Check if that fuse is not blown. And if it's not blown and you have the voltage coming up and down, you think you don't have any broken wires, then very likely it's this one. Also, when the capacitor is broken, it's hot. You can feel it, it's hot, and it has a malfunction, obviously. When you have a normal one and it's working, it's warm, but it's not hot. So obviously that will indicate a damage. To replace this is quite easy. I've seen a few of them on the eBay. You have basically a couple of options. There are some used ones on eBay for 30, 40, 50 quid. However, what I've read on the internet, they break down quite often. So I wouldn't probably go for that option. A new one is about 130, 140 pounds, depends on the dealership. However, what I did, I took my old one to the dealer, and what they did, they took it back and they give me some money back for it. So at the end I paid 93 pounds, basically 94 pounds, when I left the old unit up there, and they gave me a new one. Also, the new one comes with a warranty, so anything goes wrong, you covered. You don't need to program anything in. You just basically take the old one out, put the new one in, put the connector in, job done. You don't need a diagnostic device to reset or do anything. Obviously there will be some error in the system, but you won't see anything on the dashboard. People sometimes refer this to as a auxiliary battery. It's not really a battery, it's just capacitor. I'm not gonna go into the details what is capacitor. Just Google it up on the internet. You will find more information about it. It basically just holds a voltage or charge for critical components of the car, like if you have a gear selector or the ignition unit. So in case your main battery will fail, this has still some power to keep the critical components going, just for emergency purposes, so you're not totally stuck. So as I said, you can keep driving without this, but I will not recommend it for long journeys or anything like that, because if your main battery will fail, then you have a problem. So that's it. Very easy fix. So to take the old one out, it's very easy. You just take this one out. There we go. It comes out like that. So once you have the new one, you just put first on the bottom, up, and just tighten up the nut. Very easy. There we go. Then your connector goes in. It goes like this, just behind. Done. Obviously, you need to put the cover. So you're gonna put back the cover. It has just three bolts. One is up here, second one, and the third one is. You gotta reach it up there. Third one is right up there. So you just tighten the nuts. So once you have the new capacitor in, you can see the voltage is running, and if you go back and you try to clear that error, you should be able to do so. By the way, the error is already gone. It doesn't appear on the dashboard anymore. If you go to the trouble codes, you just try to clear it. Done. No faults. Alright, so that's easy fix. It comes with, unfortunately, some cost. I have to say it's not that great that those capacitors break quite a lot. You can see quite a heavily discussion on the internet. People complaining about it. I'm not sure if there's a manufacturer fault or something is wrong with it, but there we go. Have to deal with it. At least you can fix it yourself home within, I would say, maybe 15-20 minutes. So that's not so bad. Instead of paying a dealership, they might charge you a fortune for it. Okay, guys, good luck.